Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Nurfarhana binti Faisal. The title of my case study is Forest Allocation and Conservation in Tasmania Can Both Win. It is written by Evan Arole and Michael J. Brown. The background of the protected area is in Tasmania, where it is the island state in Australia South, is the country's most heavily wooded area. 65% of Tasmania's original forest cover survived European colonization, and this represents nearly half of the island's total land area. Much of Tasmania's land has been cleared for agriculture and urban expansion rather than for the destruction of reserve or land managed for wood production. Approximately 79% or 1 million hectares of Tasmania's old-growth forests are protected within conservation reserve. Conflict happened in protected area during 1987, where the government established a commission in inquiry to investigate the controversial land area and made recommendations on whether or not it should be designated as World Heritage status. This was the first attempt to resolve conservation or utilization issues. However, the outcome of this process, which was conducted in an adversarial legal setting, was not satisfactory. The solution to the conflicts were a protection order and a conservation agreement between the state and the Commonwealth were issued to end the battle. The Tasmanian Forest Agreement was signed by the Wilderness Society and the other environmental groups, forestry industry agencies and union in November of 2012. After nearly 3 years of negotiation, a deal was reached to protect 504,000 hectares of iconic forest and wildlife habitat, including 400,000 hectares as soon as legislation is made. Second, create a World Heritage area over iconic forests like the Wild, Sticks and Florentine valleys. Third, restructure the forestry industry, and lastly, support struggling Tasmanian communities. In order to maintain FSC certification, the National Park Service will manage and protect the area, and wood from the area will not be purchased or sold. The reserve will see a limited number of logging operations, totaling about 600 acres, with an agreement to reduce this as soon as possible. A total of 100 acres will be reserved at first, and in June, a World Heritage area covering iconic forests will be established on another 170,000 acres. Official protection of the remaining reserve is planned for 2014 and 2015. However, the Tasmanian Upper House attempted to allow selective logging for specialty timbers in new reserve and postponed 300,000 hectares of reserve until October 2014. This made the progress of reserve uncertain if there were ongoing public campaigns against the industry. If the lower house made any more changes, the upper house made it clear they will not approve the legislation. Many of the major measures agreed upon by the parties were subsequently included in the Public Land Administration and Forest Act of 1991, which was then implemented by the state government. The key elements of the strategy including protecting forest areas with the highest conservation value, assuring wood production areas through legislation, addressing changes in land tenure over time, increasing public input into forest planning, and acknowledging the need to address community costs associated with win-loss outcome of previous land use conflict among major interest groups. To conclude, this is a first for the forestry industry, which relies on public support and Forest Stewardship Council certification to ensure its continued success. The Forest Agreement gives Tasmanians and Australians the best chance they ever had to protect forests across the island, including a World Heritage area in the southern forest, the end of logging in 500,000 hectares of iconic forests, and much more. Thank you.